Oh, it's an amazing feeling, very humbling. It's a team that, I've been involved with for 8 years and looked at from the outside for a whole lot of years before that, and to actually been given the opportunity and the privilege to have this position it's an amazing feeling, and one I feel incredibly accountable for, to make sure I do a hell of a good job with it. Yeah, look, I think having been there for 8 years, I obviously know the organisation and what makes this team tick really, really well. But, we need to change some things up. And, we're coming off a semi-final loss that hurt. So there's a group with a lot of pain in it at the moment. And so how we adjust and refresh this group and change some things up is going to be vital, just to create the energy we need to get us back to where we want to be. So it's about making a whole lot of little changes around that space. Look, we're going to have an attacking mindset, and that's going to be a continuation of what we've been doing, but clearly we've got to keep evolving, and fully confident that we've got the people in place to facilitate that. I know we've got the franchises in place underneath us that are doing a good job to evolve our game too, so learning from that. And it's got to be an environment that players, I guess, reflect how much it means to represent your country, and so we want to see players that are wearing a black jersey with a massive degree of passion, but also expressing themselves with a big smile, and it's trying to get that blend that's going to be key for us. Well, I can tell you I'm pretty excited by it, and unfortunately I can't tell you who they are just yet. We've got some contractual issues we've got to work through, and there's a few phone calls to make, but we'll get onto that ASAP, and because they're a big part of the pitch, they're a big part of the group. I coach as part of a group, and so there's a bit of experience, but there's also quite a bit of youth in the coaching group coming in, and again, I think that's a great thing for us to look forward to, how we can evolve this team by having some ideas from different places come and meld them together. Well, there's probably a million things, really. And I guess the All Black fans have known me as an assistant coach for the last 8 years, and that's meant that my style has been, had to complement the styles of those around me. And we've had a fantastic coach above me, and Steve, and he's got his style, which we're all pretty familiar with, and I've had to adapt and adjust around that. But I hope that you'll get to know me. I hope that you'll get to know and see that I'm fresh. I care for people. I want to be the leader of this group, and I'm going to be really, really determined to I guess enhance something that I think is pretty special and try to make it a little bit better. So hopefully you can judge me by that. Well, happy Christmas for starters, and look, it's been a tough old month. It's been a big process, and I know that we know clearly that Scott stood and wanted this job and had a massive degree of support. And I've seen him coach. He's a great man. He does a great job, and I feel for him right now. And I know there'll be different people with different views on this, but all I can say is that I'm incredibly grateful to have this opportunity. I hope that you'll get right in behind this team, and you have a commitment from me that I'm going to do everything I can to represent this black jersey to the best of my ability.